Welcome to Sunrise Yoga, a practice you could do any time of day. My name is Liza, and in our class today, we will emphasize grounding postures, focusing on the legs. And grounding postures could just help us to feel more stable, less anxious, and more calm. So spread out some space for yourself, take your shoes off, and we will get started in a seated position. We'll begin with a body scan and centering, move through warm-ups, postures, and complete with relaxation. So you're welcome to sit on the floor, on a cushion, blocks, whatever you have available to you, taking a moment to set yourself up in a comfortable seat where you could sit with a nice tall spine, maintaining comfort for a few minutes. And once you are settled in your seat, either closing the eyes or gazing very softly down towards the earth. Sitting tall with the shoulders relaxed. Now join me in taking a deep breath in through the nose as we exhale through the mouth, releasing a soft sigh. Inhaling. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. And once more. Sighing out tension, releasing stress and negativity. And now breathing deeply in and out through your nose. Moving towards stillness as I guide you into a body scan. Bringing your awareness to the top of the head. And allow the awareness to move down the face, the sides and back of the head. Awareness moves down the neck, softening through the neck. Relaxing through the upper chest, shoulders, upper back. Softening the rib cage, front, sides, and back of the rib cage. Noticing now the belly and lower back. Inviting these spaces to soften. Awareness moves again to the top of the shoulders. Moving down the shoulders through the upper arms, elbows, forearms, wrists, down the hands through the tips of each finger. Noticing and softening. Moving now to the hips and pelvis. Relaxing down through the legs, through the thighs, the knees, shins and calves, ankles, heels, down the tops and bottoms of the feet, all the way to the tips of the toes. Move the awareness now to the tips of the nostrils, watching your breath. Breathing slowly and deeply in and out through the nose. And as we prepare now for movement, I encourage you to keep the mind focused on the body and the sensations as you breathe and move. And whenever your mind begins to wander or become distracted, return to the breath to bring your awareness back into your body. And as always, I invite you to be kind to yourself, knowing you're always welcome to take a rest, modify the poses in any way to best meet your needs today. Softly open the eyes if they're closed. And now come to sit with the legs extended in front of you. Hands resting by your sides, palms to the floor underneath the shoulders. Keep a slight bend in the elbows, broadening through the chest and moving the shoulders down away from the ears. Legs are long in front of you. Begin to flex and point the feet, loosening up the legs and the ankles. And as you flex and point, invite that sensation to move all the way up the legs to the hip. And now bring the feet a little bit wider apart and begin to circle from the ankle, drawing the big toes towards one another and then away. Loosening up any tension or tightness that may have accumulated in the legs from sitting. And now pause here to reverse, moving the circles in the opposite direction. And now give the legs a little shake from side to side, softening and releasing. And now letting that go and coming to a cross-legged seated position. Sitting tall with the hands resting on the knees, shoulders relaxed. Taking a moment here to really connect the sitting bones down into the earth. And now begin to circle the torso. And you're welcome to make these circles large or small. And move at your own pace. You could feel free to move more slowly for a meditative quality, or you can move a little bit faster if you'd like to cultivate more energy and heat. And now pause here and reverse, taking your circles in the other direction. And now begin to make the circles a little bit smaller and a little bit slower. Finding your way to stillness. And now placing your hands in front of you on the mat, lift up onto the knees, making your way into tabletop, into table coming onto the hands and knees. Wrists are underneath the shoulders with the fingers spread wide, or you may wish to come onto the forearms or onto the fists if the wrists are feeling sensitive. Resting the tops of the feet on the mat, knees are underneath your hips. Press into each fingertip, distributing the weight off of the wrists if you're on the palms. Keeping a soft bend in the elbows to avoid hyperextension. And now elongate the spine, extending the tailbone and the crown of the head away from one another. Broadening through the chest and moving the shoulders down the back. On your next inhalation, lift the tailbone, soften the belly, open the chest, lifting the chin, moving into a dog stretch. And on your exhalation, draw the tailbone under, rounding the spine, moving the chin into the chest for cat. Inhaling, arching into dog. And on your exhalation, rounding into cat. You're welcome to close the eyes or gaze softly as you prefer, and move at your own pace, being guided by your own breath. inviting the mind to focus on the breath and the sensations along your spine. And moving once more in each direction. And returning to a neutral spine. And now stepping your left foot forward, coming into a low lunge, sliding the back knee towards the rear of your mat, resting on your fingertips, hands, or perhaps on blocks if you have them. Front knee is bent in line with your ankle. Drawing the tailbone down, opening the chest and relaxing the shoulders. And on your next inhalation, straightening the front leg a little or a lot. And then exhale, bending into that knee and moving back and forth, stretching out the leg, beginning to open up the hip. And just noticing what's changing. Notice any feelings of softening or opening as you move. And the next time you come to the low lunge, holding here, relax the shoulders and breathe. And from here, we'll add a twist. So planting the right hand on the floor, bringing your left hand to your left hip and twist in the direction of your bent knee. And you could keep the hand on the lower back for support, or if you like, you could extend that arm straight up from the shoulder. And you could keep the back shin on the floor or come onto the ball of that foot and straighten the back leg for a high lunge variation. Breathing here. And now exhaling, slowly lowering that arm down. Drop the back knee and step back into table. And pause in table for a moment to notice these sensations in the hips and legs. Notice how one side feels in relation to the other. And now stepping your right foot forward, making your way into the low lunge on this side. If you like, sliding the back knee a little closer to the rear of your mat. Lengthen through the spine, relaxing your shoulders. On your next inhalation, begin to straighten that front leg without forcing a little or a lot. Allowing the toes to lift as you straighten the leg, moving onto the heel. And the next time you bend the knee, coming into low lunge, holding here. Planting the left hand on the floor or perhaps to a block if you've got one. Bringing your right hand to your right hip. And twisting towards that bent knee, lengthening your spine and relaxing the shoulder. And if you like, you're welcome to raise the right arm, lifting straight up from the shoulder, fingertips reaching towards the sky. You're welcome to stay here, keeping the back knee planted, or if you like, coming onto the ball of the foot and straightening that leg for a high lunge variation. Really pressing into the feet, anchoring, lengthening through the upper arm as you breathe. One more full breath here. And then exhaling, releasing that arm down. And if the back knee is on the floor, straightening that back leg now and coming into the high lunge, preparing to step forward. Exhaling, stepping the back foot forward to meet the front, releasing the crown of the head into your forward fold. And keep a soft or deeper bend in the knees as you relax the head and the neck. Clasping opposite elbows with the hands. allowing the head to hang heavy. And sway the torso gently from side to side. Continuing to loosen the spine. And coming to stillness. And now bring the hands to your shins and inhale, lift halfway so the spine is parallel to the earth. And then exhaling, soften, forward fold. Press into the feet, bring the hands to the hips, pull the navel in towards the spine. And as you next inhale, lifting with a long neutral spine, very slowly make your way up to standing, taking your time. Releasing the arms out to the side and overhead, palms touch, and then exhaling, lower the hands down to prayer position in front of the heart. Close the eyes or gaze softly here, feeling the heartbeat with the thumbs, allowing yourself to adjust to standing. And now releasing the arms by your sides. And moving to the shoulders. As you inhale, draw the shoulders up towards the ears, and then exhaling, rolling the shoulders back and down. Again, inhaling as the shoulders lift. And as you exhale, draw the shoulder blades towards one another and down the back. Continue to loosen up the shoulders and ease away any tension or tightness you may be holding in the upper back. And rolling the shoulders once more, releasing. Standing tall, lengthening through the head and neck. Chin is parallel to the earth. And now moving very slowly, turn the head to look over the right shoulder. Inhaling back to center. And then exhaling, looking over the other shoulder. Getting to loosen up the head and neck. And turning once more to each side at your own pace. And releasing when you return to center. Now we'll loosen up the side body with some side stretches. As you next inhale, lifting the arms out to the side and then overhead. Arms are shoulder width apart. And on your next inhalation, lengthen through the left side of the body as you bend into the left knee, reaching the left arm overhead, and then alternate, bending the opposite knee, lifting the opposite arm and lengthening that side of your body. So continue to move from side to side, lengthening one side of the torso and then the other. And moving once more in each direction. And returning to center with the arms reaching overhead. Dropping the shoulders down away from the ears, reaching long through the fingertips. Now sending your awareness down into the feet. Feeling the feet joining the earth. Sensing the support of the earth beneath you. Breathing here into your mountain pose. Preparing for an extended mountain. So finding a focal point ahead of you, a spot that isn't moving to fix your gaze and attention and help you to balance. I'm gazing at a snow-covered pine tree outside my window. And now shifting your weight onto the balls of the feet as you lift the heels, coming into a balance, and then exhale, lowering the heels back down. And again, we'll ease here into the balance, lifting and lowering a few times before we hold. And now if you like, you could challenge yourself by shifting onto the balls of the feet, lifting the heels and holding. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. Keep your gaze soft. Encourage the mind to be still and clear to help you to balance. And now exhaling, slowly lower the heels down. Reach long through the fingertips. Exhaling as you lower the arms down, pausing at shoulder height and turn the palms to face the floor. And then exhaling, lower the arms all the way down by your sides. Relax the arms, close the eyes for a moment. Notice any energy, sensations, or vibrations in the arms, hands, and fingers. Notice what you're feeling throughout your body. And now give a little shake to one leg and then the other. And with the feet hips width apart, bring the hands to the hips and give a little bend to the knees and begin to circle the hips now. And again, you can make these circles large or small, moving at your own pace. And now pause here and reverse and take your circles in the other direction. And now begin to make the movements a little bit slower and a little bit smaller. Gradually returning to stillness. We'll move now through a half sun salutation. So feet are hips width apart. And lifting the toes away from the floor, grounding the balls of the feet and the heels into the mat, spreading the toes wide, and slowly lower the toes down to the mat, and allowing the toes to relax. Engaging the legs, and bring the pelvis to neutral by lengthening through the abdomen and the lower back. Broaden through the chest and relax the shoulders. Keep lengthening through the head and the neck, relaxing the arms by your sides. Reach long through the fingertips, inhaling slowly, bringing the arms out to the side and then overhead, gazing upward as the palms touch. As you exhale, extend the arms to T position at shoulder height and hinge forward into a forward fold. You're welcome to keep a softer, deeper bend in the knees. And now either bring the hands to the shins or come onto the fingertips and inhale as you lift halfway so the spine is parallel to the earth. And then exhale, soften forward. Bring the hands to the hips, press into the feet, navel to spine, hinge all the way up to standing. Bringing the arms out to the side and overhead. Exhale, bringing the hands to the heart. Now come to step at the front of your space if you're not there already. Coming to the top of your yoga mat, standing tall with the shoulders relaxed. We'll move into another half sun salutation and then we'll add on. Inhale, arms reach up and overhead. Exhaling, hinge forward. Hands to shins or rise onto the fingertips, lifting halfway. Exhaling, fold. And now stepping your right foot back into a high lunge, front knee is bent. If you like, you could come onto you could drop the back knee to the floor and come into a low lunge if you prefer. Feet are hips width apart. Broaden through the chest and relax the shoulders. And from high lunge or low lunge, we'll lift the torso into either warrior or crescent pose. Inhaling, bringing one hand at a time to the front thigh and lifting the torso, bringing the hands to the hips. Square the hips forward, draw the tailbone down and press the thighs towards one another. Keep lengthening through the head and neck. Relax the shoulders. Releasing the arms. Inhaling, lifting the arms up and overhead. And you're welcome to keep the arms low. You could bring them wide apart or closer together. See what feels good in the shoulders. Flex the hands, pressing the fingertips back to the wall behind you, giving a stretch to the forearms, wrists, and fingers. And now if your back knee is on the floor in low lunge, I invite you to straighten the leg, lifting yourself up, preparing now for warrior two. Extending the arms to T position. And now rotate through the torso as you pivot the right foot, bringing the right foot to the floor at a 45-degree angle. Releasing the hands to the hips for a moment to give them a rest, or you could keep the hands lifted. The front knee and toes are pointing to the front of your mat at a 90-degree angle. And the hips, ribcage, and shoulders are in line, facing that long edge of your mat. Relax your shoulders. And if you've brought the hands to the hips, extend the arms once again to shoulder height, reaching long through the fingertips and drawing the shoulders towards one another. Turning the head to look past the fingertips of your left hand. Keep drawing the tailbone down, pressing the thighs towards one another. Keep lengthening through the head and the neck and breathe. And now turning your left palm to face upward. And as you inhale, slide the right hand down the right leg, straighten both legs, reaching the torso over to your right side. And then inhaling, lifting back up to warrior two. Exhale into side angle, resting the left forearm on the left thigh, right arm reaches overhead. Again, press into the feet. Inhale, lift up to warrior two. Exhale into reverse triangle, straightening the legs. Exhale, move into warrior two. Breathe, exhale into side lunge, extended side lunge. And move between these three postures once again at your own pace. And the next time you're in side angle pose, coming to hold here. Press into the feet, spiral open through the chest, relax the shoulders. Feel free to explore any variations here that you may be familiar with. And now press into the feet. Inhale, slowly lifting back up to warrior two. And straighten the legs, relax the arms, turning the feet and knees to face forward. And heel toe the feet together. And standing tall with the arms relaxed, close the eyes or gaze softly. And on your own, beginning to scan the body, moving from the head down to the feet. Noticing what has changed here. Receiving the postures you've done so far. And just notice whatever it is you're feeling. Notice where in your body you may feel more warm, spacious, energized, relaxed. Notice whatever it is you are feeling, welcoming all sensation. And I'll give a little shake to one leg and then the other. And we'll prepare to repeat these postures on the other side. So coming to the front of your yoga mat, standing in tall mountain pose, relaxing your shoulders, preparing for half sun salutation. Inhaling, reaching the arms out to the side and overhead. Gaze upward as the palms touch. Exhale, extend the arms to T position as you hinge forward, moving into your forward fold, relaxing the crown of the head. Inhaling, lift halfway. Exhaling, fold forward. And now stepping your left foot back as you bend into your right knee, coming into high lunge, or if you like, dropping the back knee into low lunge, keeping the feet hips width apart, pressing the feet into the earth. Broaden through the chest and relax the shoulders, keeping the head and neck in line with your spine. And now bringing the hands to the front thigh, lifting the torso. Coming into warrior one if the back leg is straight, or crescent if the back knee is on the floor. So the hips are squared forward. Draw the tailbone down and press the thighs towards one another for stability. And if you're in warrior, feel free to adjust. You could slide the back foot in a little bit closer for more stability, or you could bring that foot to the rear of your mat for a deeper stretch. See what feels just right for you. Lift the chest and relax the shoulders. We're now beginning to release the arms, and you can keep the arms really low below the shoulders if you like, or you could raise them overhead. Try to bring the arms in a different variation to open up different fibers of the chest muscles. Flexing the fingers back and breathing. And now inhaling, bringing the arms to shoulder height, T position. We'll open up now into warrior two. So rotating through the spine, and now bring your back foot to the floor at a 45-degree angle. Hands come to the hips. So taking a moment to get yourself situated here. Really planting the feet, grounding them down to the earth. Drawing the tailbone down and press the thighs towards one another. Make sure that the ribcage and shoulders are right in line with the hips, facing the long edge of your mat. And as you're ready, extending the arms to T position and turning the head. Keep reaching long through the fingertips. Draw the shoulder blades towards one another. And now turning the right palm to face upward. Sliding the left hand down the left leg, straightening both legs as you inhale, reaching over into reverse triangle. Inhale, lifting up, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse triangle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. And again, moving through this sequence at your own pace. And the next time you land in side angle pose, coming to hold here, pressing into the feet. Feeling a long line of energy from the left heel, up through the left hip, shoulder, and out through the crown of the head. You can explore any variations with the arms, perhaps draping the left arm behind the back, or bringing the right hand to the floor. One more full breath here. And now press into the feet. Inhale, lift up to warrior two. And straighten the legs, relax the arms, heel toe the feet together. Relax the arms by your sides. Close the eyes or gaze softly. Once again, bringing your awareness inward. Receiving the energy of your standing poses. Feeling the aliveness. Feeling your breath. Noticing and receiving whatever is here for you today. Give a little shake and release to each leg. And standing tall with the feet hips width apart, relaxing the shoulders, preparing once again for a balance pose. This time we'll be balancing on one leg, making our way into crane. So again, really planting your feet, connecting to the earth, finding your focal point, soft gaze, mind calm. We'll prepare to shift our weight onto the right leg. So pressing evenly to the inside and the outside of the right foot, keeping that right leg strong without locking the knee. And as you shift your weight onto the right leg, coming onto the ball of the left foot and lifting the heel. Easing into your balance. And now extending the arms, softening the shoulders, elbows, and wrists, preparing for a crane. So you can always keep the ball of the foot on the floor or return to this position if you're feeling wobbly. You'd like to move into crane as you next inhale, lifting the knee and the foot away from the floor, bringing the knee to the height of your hip. Breathe. You can always lift and lower that foot. You can take hold of a wall for support and practice letting go. And you could continue to hold in crane. You could take a break or join me in a twisting variation. Bringing your right hand across to your left knee. And then finding a new focal point as you turn the head to the side, twisting the torso open. Very slowly unwind, looking back to center, bringing the hands to the hips, and gracefully returning your left foot to the floor. Relax the arms, noticing the sensation in your right leg. Receive these postures. Give a little shake to one leg and then the other. And now preparing yourself for a new experience on the other side. Standing tall, relaxing the shoulders. Return to your focal point. Soften the gaze. Invite the mind to stillness. And now begin to shift your weight into the left leg, planting that left foot down to the earth, taking root, strengthening the leg. And now begin to lift the heel of your right foot, coming onto the ball of that foot. Extend the arms, preparing for crane, keeping the shoulders, elbows, and wrists soft. And now, as you're ready, lifting the right knee to the height of the hip. One side might be wobblier or easier than the other, that's fine. You could feel free to take hold of a wall and try letting go. You could stay here, you could take a break or join me in the twisting variation, bringing the left hand across to your right knee, twisting the torso open to the right, turning the head to look towards the right side. On your next inhale, slowly unwinding if you've moved into the twist, bringing the hands to the hips and gradually lowering the leg down. And if you wobble or fall into the pose, be patient with yourself. Relax the arms down, receive. And just notice with compassionate awareness how the second side felt in comparison to the first. Standing poses are great for building concentration, confidence, and sometimes humility. I'm going to give a little release, shaking out one leg and then the other. And again, standing in stillness with the feet hips width apart, we'll move through another half sun salutation, heading towards the floor. Inhale as the arms reach up and overhead, bringing the palms to touch. Exhale, extend the arms, forward fold. Bring your hands to your shins. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthening your spine. Exhale, soften forward. Bend the knees as much as you need to, and then lower down to table, bringing one knee to the mat and then the other. And from table, coming into puppy stretch. Keeping your hips lifted, slide the arms forward, lower the forehead or chest to meet the mat. The head could hover. You could bring the head to the floor if that's comfortable. If you have a block handy, you're welcome to rest a block underneath the forehead. From puppy, we'll move on to our bellies into Sphinx. So lifting the head and chest, coming onto the forearms, sliding the torso forward between the arms as you straighten the legs. So feet are close together, resting the tops of the feet on the floor. Press out through the feet, engaging your legs. Press the pubic bone into the floor. Pull the navel towards the spine. Broaden through the chest and press the elbows towards the rib cage, inviting the chest to open. Shoulders are moving down and away from the ears. Lengthen through the head and the neck, gazing a few feet ahead of you on the floor. Breathing into your Sphinx pose. Move your awareness to the parts of your body that are in contact with your mat. Sensing the support of the earth, feeling your connection to the earth beneath you. One more breath here in Sphinx, and then as you exhale, slowly lower the head and chest to the mat, placing one hand on top of the other, resting the forehead on your hands. And bending the knees, and drop the feet from side to side, coming into a windshield wiper motion to release your spine. I'm letting that go, releasing the legs. And from here, we'll make our way onto our back. So extending one arm overhead, bringing that palm to the floor. And then press into the opposite hand as you roll your way over gently onto your back. And lying on your back, settling the shoulders into the floor and bending both knees into the chest. And pulling the knees into your chest. And if you like, you can hold here in stillness. You could rock from side to side, or you could circle on the lower back. If there's any other posture, stretch, or movement that your body is calling for before relaxation, please take a moment to explore any other stretches. Move in any way that will allow your body to feel complete and ready for relaxation. And as you're ready, bringing the feet to the floor, keeping the knees bent to start, resting the hands on the belly. We'll come down to a relaxing breath to help us prepare to ease into Shavasana relaxation. Bring a little bit more of the upper back and shoulders into the floor. Keep the neck long. Bring the knees together to touch. Feet hip width apart, allowing the legs to relax. Now breathe in and out through the nose. We'll be moving into an extended exhalation breath where we'll inhale for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 8, and take a natural breath in between. And if 8 feels a little bit too long, you can exhale for a count of 5 or 6 and try building up to 8. On your next inhalation, count the length of your inhalation. And then exhale for an equal length. Taking a few more even breaths, equal inhalation and exhalation. And now as you next inhale, inhale for a count of 4. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Natural inhale. Exhale. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. Exhale. And now counting on your own, inhaling for 4, exhale for 8, with a natural breath in between. And keep this breathing pattern, but let go of the counting of the breath. Keep lengthening the exhalation without consciously counting. And on your next exhalation, letting go of this breathing technique, breathing naturally. Receiving and noticing the effects of extended exhalation breathing. Notice what has changed. Now releasing any breathing pattern, allowing your breath to flow naturally and effortlessly. Relaxing the body, inviting the mind towards stillness. As you lie in stillness, softening into the earth, moving into a body scan once again, remaining still and moving your awareness as I guide you. Attention to the crown of the head. Soften through the face, sides of the head, back of the head. Softening through the neck, upper chest, shoulders, upper back. Inviting softness through the rib cage, the front, sides, and back of the rib cage. Breathe into the belly and lower back, relaxing. Attention to the shoulders, softening down the arms to the elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, and fingertips. Relaxing through the hips and pelvis. The front and back of the thighs, knees, shins and calves, ankles, the tops and bottoms of the feet, down through the tips of the toes. Bring your attention to the entire front side of the body, the back of the body, awareness to the parts of your body that are touching the floor. Releasing your weight even deeper to the earth. Receiving what the earth is offering to you. Resting in stillness and integrating the benefits of your yoga practice. Very gradually begin to deepen your breathing, making some small movements with the fingers and the toes. Allowing awareness and sensation to gently return. And now drawing the knees in towards your chest and gently rolling over onto your right side, resting in a fetal position. Taking a moment here to acknowledge your efforts and dedication. And pressing your hands into the floor and gently guide your way to a comfortable seated position, sitting tall with the eyes remaining closed. Check in here with your body, mind, and breath. Noticing how you feel now compared to the start of your practice. Go inside and check in with your body and ask your body what it needs next. And moving into your day with compassion towards yourself, honoring your body, honoring your needs, and taking care of yourself. Bringing the hands to prayer position in front of the heart, dropping the chin to the chest. Om Shanti, peace. May the peace in our hearts bring peace into the world. Softly allow the eyes to open and lift the gaze. Namaste. I honor the light in you. You're welcome to join me live on Wednesday mornings at 7 a.m. on Zoom. The link is at the Springfield College Campus Recreation website. You can join me anytime here on YouTube. I'll be posting new practices every week. Feel free to make a note in the comments. Let me know how you feel after this practice. Let me know if you have any special requests for future classes, any postures, any parts of your body, anything that you'd like to work on. Thank you and enjoy your day.